You don't value yourself. You say yes when you mean no. You're so desperate for approval that you prioritize pleasing others over your own peace, over protecting your peace. Stop betraying yourself just to make others happy. You settle for crumbs. With friendships, relationships, with work, you accept the bare minimum. If you don't believe that you deserve more, no one else will either. You let people walk all over you. You tolerate disrespect, excuses, and bad behavior just because you're too afraid to stand up for yourself. You're too scared to demand better. If you don't set boundaries, no one will respect you. You avoid confrontation at all costs. You let people disrespect you because you'd rather just stay quiet than stand up for yourself. Silence is not strength in this case, it's submission. You constantly compare yourself to others. When you're always focused about what others have, you devalue what makes you unique. You will never win a race that you were not meant to run. You rely on validation to feel good. You're always looking for likes, compliments, or attention because you don't believe in your own worth. Confidence comes from within, not from others. You ignore your needs to please others. You put everyone else first and leave nothing for yourself. Self-respect means putting your worth above other people's opinions. You stay in situations that you've outgrown, clearly outgrown. Whether it's a job, friendship, relationship, you cling to things that no longer serve you. If you respected yourself, you would let go and move forward. You downplay your achievements. You act like your wins don't matter because you don't want to seem arrogant. Humility is fine, but self-disrespect is not. Own your accomplishments and own your success. You don't take care of yourself. Neglecting your health, appearance, or goals shows a lack of disrespect for who you are. How can you expect others to value you if you don't value yourself? Respect starts with you. Stop accepting less than you deserve. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Start acting like you're worth it, because you are.
Here are a list of things that proves you do not know your worth. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and jot things down. I'm going to tell you the things you do which makes you look low maintenance. These are all the signs that you don't know your worth, you don't know your value, you have low self-esteem. I'm going to roll the clip. Let us watch what a lot of people had to say concerning this very same topic. Then I'll be sharing my thoughts at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm dying to see them, and I'm going to see you guys at the end.
This is how you're instantly telling a man you're a bum. You accept coffee, tea, and water dates. Instantly telling him, hey, I don't know my worth. Hey, I'll spend $1,000 on just my face alone on makeup and, whatever else. Just to have a $20 drink with you. And in some states, your guys' drinks be $5. So that's bum activity. And then you wonder why he doesn't want to make you his wife. Who wants to wife a bum? Number 2, you stand on zero business, baby. Okay? This man could tell you, a whole blatant lie that his dog ate his homework and that's why he can't show up to the date tonight. And you're okay. And then ready to accept the next date whenever else he decides to plan it on his time. Excuse me, sir? Block. That is why he thinks you're a bum. Because you stand on no business, girl. Anything goes with you. Men don't like that. Number 3, you make it seem like he is your only option. As soon as he texts, you responding. As soon as he wants to invite you out, you getting dressed right then and there, dropping all your plans and your homegirls and everything. He instantly knows that you have no other options. Men really love a challenge, you guys. So when you're just too overly available, too easy, too predictable, you're taking the spice out of it. You're not making it fun for him anymore to feel like he's won a prize. And that's why these men really feel like they're the prize these days. You guys aren't mysterious. You guys don't, withhold information. You want to tell them everything. Have some game. Keep it a little bit playa. You know what I mean? You guys are making it too easy for the men, and that's why they're uninterested. And you think that they're playing games with you. No, they're uninterested, baby. They're going to take what you're offering, and then they're going to move on.
You used your money to book flights for a man to come and see you. You are a big fool. I don't even pity women like this. You see, women like this, they are the architect of their own problems. Booking his flights and everything, then he's a billionaire somewhere. A man wants you like, oh, I'm different. That kind of thing cannot happen to me. Be quiet. I'm different. Learn, no. Put your ear for ground. No, they give man money.
Low value isn't about anything about you. It's your perception of yourself. So these are some common low value behaviors, and hopefully when you identify them, you can work to correct them. Number 1, desperately trying to win him over. When you try to win a man over, the implied message is, you're better than me. I don't think I'm worthy of you, so I'm gonna work overtime to try to compensate for that fact. Instead of how can I be worthy, ask yourself, why don't I already feel worthy? Where does this come from? Number 2, obsessing over him endlessly. And we have other videos on obsession on this page. We talk about it a lot. Obsessing essentially makes him the prize that you need to win over. Again, the message is, I'm not good enough. I need to plot and strategize ways to capture this guy. And when you obsess, what happens is you spend all this mental, emotional energy on this person. So you come to care about them and invest in them even more. And then you're in this lopsided relationship because that person hasn't been given the space or the chance to invest in you back. Number 3, not being able to give him space. When a guy takes some space, which is natural and normal in a relationship, a low-value woman will take it personally and will try to fix it. She won't be able to accept that he just needs some space. She makes it all about her because she needs his constant validation in order to feel okay, in order to feel good about herself, because she's not able to give that to herself. Number 4, you don't like yourself. This is the biggest factor contributing to your feelings of being low value. It's not liking yourself. And what a lot of people do when they have that feeling is they seek out a guy and they think that if they can get him to like her, then everything will be okay. Then somehow they'll develop this sense of self-esteem and self-worth. But it doesn't work that way. When you don't have a strong base internally, you seek validation outside. And that's what gets you into trouble. Number 5, you have no boundaries. Healthy personal boundaries and high self-esteem go hand in hand. Having strong boundaries means you prioritize your needs and your emotions and do not assume responsibility for someone else's needs and emotion. If you don't value yourself, then you will put up with bad treatment because you think that that's what you deserve. And people with low self-worth have bad boundaries because they prioritize other people's needs above their own because they think that they need to earn someone's love in order to be valuable. If any of this resonated with you, don't despair. Just know that you can always turn the ship around. It starts with identifying that inner critic, that negative voice. Look at it and try to figure out where it came from. What's the source and how can I heal?
A few reasons why. Number 1, you don't love yourself. A man actually knows when a woman does not love herself. Let's be realistic. That is the reason why some narcissists tend to prey on women that don't have self-love. You are in love with someone, but you don't love yourself, and you think you're actually capable of loving. No, you are either obsessive or possessive, or perhaps you have fear of abandonment, mommy and daddy issues, or you have fear of rejection. Something is shy inside of you that is letting you, try to keep this person by fire by force. And it's not just in relationships alone. You also have it in friendships. You don't have self-fulfillment. You cannot motivate yourself. You cannot tell yourself, girl, you are the real deal. When you look at yourself, you feel pity for yourself. And also, you are a girl that is always having victim mentality. Trust me, men will use and dump. Number 2, your value is in your vagina. Sex is pleasure. And it is not pleasure to one party. It is pleasurable to the both parties. That's why I always advise women, sleep with a man when you like a man. You don't sleep with a man out of pity. You don't sleep with a man to keep him. You don't sleep with a man to prove a point, except you're trying to prove a point to yourself. Sleep with a man because you want to sleep with a man, and it's really not that deep. When you sleep with a man out of expectations, you want him to take you serious, you want to prove a point to him, you want to show him that you like him, or you want to keep him. This kind of a man, after sleeping with you, and he gets what we call post-nut clarity, which means that once he ejaculates, every obsession he had over you, it has died down. You've already been there, done that. Then the guy feels like, he doesn't want to be with you anymore. There's really nothing special about you except the fact that he was chasing your vagina. And now that he has gotten it, that's it. This kind of a person can choose to ghost you because he was only interested in that thing that was making you special, and that thing is your vagina. So if you sleep with a man because you want to sleep with a man because you're horny, you're not going to be looking back at the sex. You will let the man make the move afterwards, and if he doesn't, so be it. Your value does not depreciate just because you slept with someone. Number 3, place value on yourself. As a woman, there are a lot of things that make you invaluable. Your charisma, your personality. You walk into the room and everyone is feeling your presence. Your composure, your exposure, your emotional intelligence, your IQ. Even if you're not very sensible or smart, you keep quiet. You listen more than you speak. Everyone is going to be scared of you because they will think you are always plotting in your head, whereas you don't really have something reasonable to say. A lot of things like that, and that's
a clear indicator of a woman with low self-esteem is a woman that stays with a man because every man cheats. Not every man cheats, babe. You just have low self-esteem. And hear me out, right? The fact that you're saying every man cheats, so you're going to stay with this man because everywhere you go, they're going to cheat on you anyways, shows that you don't believe that you are worth enough for this man to stop cheating, or for any man to stop cheating, and that you would rather stay here because you don't think you're going to get better than what you have. It is an excuse. You're making an excuse. And just be real about it, because it's okay. It's okay to have low self-esteem, because we're not going to have low self-esteem forever, especially not if you're watching my videos. But to put that on every single man in the universe is crazy. Every single man, every man, if not every woman cheats. Why is it that every man cheats? And a lot of you guys don't realize that it's not that every man cheats because they're so carnal in nature and they can't control themselves. They cheat because you've decided that every man cheats, so you're going to stay with them anyway. So you've taught them the standard. They're still going to get the girls and cheat on them and be with them. The girls are going to stay, so why would they stop cheating? Why would you not have your cake and eat it too if the person you're doing it to is happy for you to do it to them? I'm sorry, it's low self-esteem, and you're ruining it for all of us, because if you're saying that every man cheats and you're going to stay, that means that you've told men that there are women out there that will accept this. Therefore, they're never going to stop. So you're just perpetuating a very dangerous cycle. Not every man cheats because not every woman cheats. Not every man is carnal in nature. Some people can make decisions. Cheating is not something that you do by accident. It's a choice. So if you cheat, it's because you want to, not because you can't help yourself.
When I see a woman that doesn't know her worth when it comes to her love life, I'm aware. If you settle for just anything, just because you're desperate to be loved, you're desperate to have a man, you're desperate to get married. If you see yourself just replying every chat, talking to every man, just know that you don't know your worth. Number 2, you accept men to be talking to you every day, texting you every day without definition. Just know that this one, you're a trash bin. You don't just not know your worth, you're a trash bin. For you to allow a man or men to be talking to you every other day without definition, just know that you don't know your worth. Left what you're supposed to be doing, and then you allow a man into talking stage with you, just know that you don't know your worth. The third one, you sleep with your exes and every man that comes your way. That's how to know that you don't know your worth. Some of you refuse to get over your ex because of the hot sex that you people are having. You say, if it's not my ex, the way he give it to me and all of that, your ex have moved on. Probably he's married and you're still going there. Come on, you don't know your worth. A man will ask you out today, you're already in his bed that night. You don't know your worth as a woman. A man just asks you out today, you're already in his bed, you're already in his house, cooking, scrubbing, doing everything. You don't know your worth. When it comes to your love life, you don't know your worth. You don't believe in yourself. And you have zero confidence. Now, a lot of men, what they do is that they'll try to tear you down with what they're saying. Because I've noticed that some men will tell you you're not beautiful, and you are running with that you're not beautiful. Who told you that you're not beautiful? A man will tell you that you cannot find another man like him, and you are running with that. Who told you? There are millions of good men there. So don't believe anything that a manipulator is telling you that you cannot find another man like him is a lie. You will definitely find a good man that will love you like it's an assignment given to him. So don't believe this lie. So I need you to take care of these few things, and then please place a worth on yourself. It will go a long way. Were you blessed?
Ladies, whenever you go and live with a man who's not your husband, you start to devalue yourself. A lot of you saying that in what way? No, I said if you're $10, yeah, I'm going to start there. You're $10. When you go and live with a man, you devalue by $3, so you're now $7. Yeah. You have a child for him, you lose another $2, so you're now $5. All right. No, you have another child for him, you lose another $2, so you're down to $3. Then you have another child. No, you have 3 kids for him, You're down to $1. And then you have a 4th child. You lost all value. No. You will say, but if you have 4 kids, you can still achieve. No, it's nothing to do with achieve. Listen to me. Men, we judge women based on character. We judge women based on behavior. You women do not. You accept anything from men, right? But men, we do not accept anything from women. So when you go out and have kids for men who are not your husband, we men use that to judge you, all right? We use it to look at you and say, well, your choice that you have made are not good choice. Yeah, you can say, well, boy, is the man who asks it. No, we don't care. Men do not care. So you don't tell them that is a man who make you do it, because they don't. They judge you based on behavior, right? And that's how we men behave. That's why we married behavior. We don't marry beauty, we marry behavior. So when you go out there and you live with a man who is not your husband, the next man who comes along will judge you based on that. So, okay, you have 4 kids for a man who was not your husband. You know the first thing he's going to say? So why didn't he marry you? Because this man now is going to say to himself, that man did not see you as his wife. So why should I? When you give him already everything that a woman can give to a man. What you're going to give me? Huh? Nothing. Because you already give him everything. All right? He disturbed your womb not just once, not just twice, but 4 times. So ladies, a lot of you say, oh, you don't want to be married. And I understand. But if you want to give yourself to a man, remember, the man who's coming along is going to judge you based on your choice in life. Men judge women based on their character and their behavior pattern. You don't judge men that way. Ladies, please like and share.
1. You chasing a man so much. You being proactive woman. You calling him all the time. You text him, where are you? Why you are not calling me? Who are you with? Are you talking with other girls? Do you love me? Do you miss me? Do you want to be my boyfriend? Do you want to marry me? 2nd, you don't have self-respect. You doing his laundry. You cooking for him every day. You doing all the things on the bedroom to make him stay with you. He cheat on you all the time. He lied to you all the time, but you always forgive him. 3, you are the masculine one. You pay all the bills. You're giving him money every month. You give him car, apartment. You're giving him princess treatment. And he's the one who always asking you money. Oh, the last one. You are so desperate. Like, please don't leave me. I love you so much. It's okay if you want to have other girls, but please don't leave me. I don't know. I cannot live without you.
If you use shame as a tactic to get your way, you may be low value. If you're often insulting to get your way or to shut people up or shut people down, you may be low value. You notice the next one? The incessant need to be right. I have video after video of me having conversations with women here who will argue you into the ground. If you've ever dealt with somebody who absolutely needs to be right. See, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right, they attach to the basic human emotion of anger. So often you'll have women call in here who they become so angry, they don't even know why they're angry anymore. And all these are signs that the world sees and says, like it or not, ladies, the world looks at that and says that woman is of lower value. What use is an angry woman to the world? Look in the Bible. Better to live on the corner of a roof than deal with a scornful woman. No matter any culture, any place in the world, they will tell you that dealing with angry women is a no-go.
Things that make you a low-value woman, relationship edition. Letting your partner check out other women, follow Instagram models, or checking them out with your partner. These types of women love to say that we're insecure for not wanting our partners to do this, when in reality they're insecure. You don't like yourself, you don't think you're enough, so you think to yourself, why would he not look at other women? So you gaslight yourself into thinking, I'm okay with this. Same goes with being okay with them watching porn and stuff like that. That's not okay. Intimacy should be shared between you and your partner. Respect yourself and value yourself more. Being okay with casual relationships and never going out on dates, never doing things that makes you low value, you do not care about yourself. Quality time and going out together that is very important in a relationship. Men show they care about you is by showing you off, by taking you to nice places, by doing anything that will make you happy. If this person does nothing to make you happy, why are you staying with them? Because you don't respect yourself. The thing is being okay with them ditching your plans and hanging out with their friends or other people that they think are more important than you, and you're just letting it happen because you don't like yourself. Lastly, letting them disrespect you and your boundaries, it shows that you have such low self-worth that you'll let someone do anything to you and you will stay. And they use and abuse that. They know you won't leave, so they'll continue to disrespect you because you are low value. Value yourself. Do better for yourself.
One, she probably is going to be the one seeking male validation, always need attention from males in order to have some type of self-esteem. Like, let's say y'all get into an argument, right? And then as soon as y'all get into an argument, she's up here posting herself in sexual ways or just posting herself in general, trying to get some type of attention or validation. Also, girls like that typically be the ones that be trying to throw the fact that they have a whole bunch of options or they have a whole bunch of niggas in your face in order to make you feel some type of way. And I don't understand why some girls be bragging about this shit. Like, having a whole bunch of niggas that want you, you gotta think, they don't want you for you, they want you for your body. So why is that something to be bragging about? That is nothing to be bragging about at all. Number two, if you see a girl always outside with her friends every weekend, getting drunk, smoking, doing all these things, like, those are the type of girls you need to stay away from, especially if you're trying to be in a relationship. If you're just trying to fuck around and do whatever, that's one thing. But if you're actually trying to be in a relationship or looking for something serious, do not go for those type of girls. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with girls who go outside, but typically those girls that are always outside, those be the women that be probably trying to use you for your money. Or two, they be on some 304 type of shit. IG baddies that you be seeing with all them travel highlights and fucking always going out to the club and this and that and the third, they be having niggas to fund that shit for them. 9 times out of 10, that ain't even their money. A whole nother nigga behind it. And there's probably a nigga that they don't even fucking give a fuck about. Just a nigga that's just tricking on them. And typically, like I said, you also need to be watching out for her homegirls, because her homegirls are literally going to determine a lot about y'all, how y'all relationship gonna be. Because how a girl acts around her homegirls says a lot about her character in general. Because you might see one side of her, but then when she gets around her homegirls, she's a whole nother person. So you gotta be really, really careful with that. Number 3, okay, so another thing is that she's one of those type of girls that always be talking about what a man need to do for her, and a man should do this and a man should do that. Those be the type of women you need to stay away from. Typically, women who act like that are feeling like they're entitled, and they typically do not do anything for a man but expect something from a man. Those are the type of females that you either, one, gotta prove your worth to them in order for them to give you the bare minimum, or two, they expect everything and give nothing at all. They want the sun, the moon, the stars, but they don't even give you a damn thing, not even effort. They want wife treatment, but they don't even show qualities of being a wife. Then, these be the type of women that are looking for sponsors, or a caretaker, or a father. They're not looking for a husband or a boyfriend. They're looking for somebody to take care of them and afford their lifestyle, because they don't want to do it. At this point, you're just becoming a parent to them. If you can't give them the fairy tale that they feel like they deserve, even though they ain't did shit, then all of a sudden you're not a man. And I'm not talking about the high value women that have standards and expectations. The high value women, they have something that you should want to do for them, all because they're actually valuable. Some of these women, they don't even be valuable and then be expecting everything. Stop trying to date women who are very unhealed. A lot of women who are unhealed, they will literally destroy you, especially if you're her first good person. If she has a history of bad relationships and a history of bad trauma and all that shit, and I'm talking about it's unresolved. I'm not talking about if she healed from it, but I'm talking about if it's unresolved, trust me, you better run. I've been in that type of situation before. There's nothing to be fucking sticking around for. You can't heal something that you didn't break, bro. Because 9 times out of 10, that unhealed trauma is going to be projected onto you. She's probably going to treat you bad. She's going to have a lot of self-sabotaging going on. I've dated a woman that was very, very unhealed, and trust me, it was terrible because I was the first good person, so she fucked me over real bad. But you got to start dating women that are healed, and, you know, they might have been through a lot of bad relationships, but if they heal from that shit, it will show. But the women that ain't healed, they be the ones self-sabotaging shit, always need reassurance. Even if you reassure them, it don't matter how much reassuring you gonna do to her, she's still gonna self-sabotage, she's still gonna be unhealed, and she's still gonna project her traumas and insecurities onto you. So I suggest that you find a woman that is whole and healed and safe and secure within herself and not insecure. And also stay away from them women that be jumping from relationship to relationship, because they be the ones that be unhealed. They be jumping from relationship to situationships to situationship. And that be really bad. Do not fuck with nobody like that. Stay away from that. Also, I've noticed that most women who do have very low self-esteem and very low self-worth, they be the ones with the very high body counts because they're easy to link with, they're easy to manipulate, they're easy to get in the bed and do anything with, and they will literally tolerate anything, all because they have a very low self-worth, which is very unfortunate, but I'm just saying, y'all gotta be able to be smart with these things.
The number one sign that you're low maintenance and you don't know your value, you don't know your worth, is when you lower your standards or you get rid of your standards completely. For men, just because they look good looking or because they have money, you are willing to lower your standards. You throw your standards out of the window for men just because of their looks. Just because a guy is handsome and because he has money, automatically your standards, your self-esteem, your self-respect goes out of the window. When you're willing to lower your standards for a man just because of how he looks or because of how much money he makes. Ooh, this one is very important. You're willing to lower your standards because of a guy's status. And at the same time, you go above and beyond for men who don't even do the bare minimum for you. When you're going above and beyond for men who don't even do the bare minimum for you, trust me, you don't know your value, you don't know your worth, you have low self-esteem. This just goes to show the guy that you're low maintenance. And guess what? Men don't respect women who are low maintenance, but they will use them. Next point is this: you deal with low value men because you're scared of being lonely or you're scared of wasting time. Maybe you don't want to reach a certain age without getting married, without settling down, or everyone in your circle is settling down and you feel the pressure to also settle down. So you settle for less. You deal with low maintenance men who are not up to your standard, low value men, just because you want to be in a relationship, because you're scared of being single. That is another clear-cut sign that you don't know your worth, you don't know your value, and in turn, you're low maintenance. You're scared of being firm with your boundaries and standards because you think no man will fulfill them. You believe in your heart that no man is willing to fulfill your standards and that your time is running out. Well, let me tell you something, honey. There are men who will walk on this ground for you. There are men who will go above and beyond for you. Do not settle for less. Don't settle because you think time is running out. Do not settle for less. The next point is you let this guy take his time instead of making it clear to him that you want commitment. Because you're scared and you think patience is the key, you let this guy play you for so long because you're accepting the bare minimum. You're scared of telling him you want commitment. So you let him do whatever he wants to do because you think by being patient, that's what's going to make him like you. Well, you're only getting used. In the back of your mind, you think if you can just stay and chill, maybe in the long run, he's going to realize that you're the one. Well, most men are going to take advantage of you. Some of these men will look at you like a dummy for being with them when they give you nothing. No commitment, no money, nothing. All he gives you is his eggplant. All he gives you is sex. What do you have to show? Nothing. But you think being patient is the key. It works in some cases, but 9 times out of 10, the guy will use you and play you for a fool. This point is especially for all my independent ladies. You will never ask for anything because you think he's going to offer it himself, and at the same time you don't want him to see you as too demanding. You think being a silent little angel will make him to magically shower you with gifts and effort. Well, let me break it to you. A provider man spoils a woman who expects to be spoiled, not the one who acts like she doesn't need anything. So if you like, you're playing the role of an understanding girlfriend, thinking asking for a man for certain favors makes you a gold digger or makes it seem like you're doing too much. Let me tell you, a man who is a provider will willingly spoil you like a drug dealer because he knows that you expect it. You need to demand these things from these men. You deserve it. If you stay quiet, thinking staying quiet makes you an understanding girlfriend, is going to make him like you more. He's only going to use you. He's only going to take advantage of the fact that you don't ask for anything. And in turn, he will never give you anything because you never ask. From the beginning of every relationship, let this guy know you're the type of girl who expects being spoiled. Let him know you deserve the good things of life. Let him know you expect these things from him. You cannot be his girlfriend and he cannot do the bare minimum for you. He's not doing anything for you, but he's your man. Tell this guy you want this. If you want to be in a relationship with a guy, he should be able and willing to do certain things for you. When you need these things to be done, he should be able to do it. You cannot be sleeping with a man who cannot even do the bare minimum for you. You need to let go of the good girl act. Stop pretending. Stop acting like you don't like money. Stop acting like you don't deserve the good things of life. You think by acting this way is going to make him like you. Most of these men will only take advantage of it. So stop. The next sign that you don't know your value, you're settling for less, and you're low maintenance is when you act unbothered every time he cancels plans. This guy cancels plans last minute and you brush it off because in the back of your mind you don't want to seem like you're a nag. Let me tell you something, when you're too understanding to disrespect, the more disrespect, the more he will keep disrespecting you. Look at you pretending to be totally fine every time he flakes. You pretend like you're totally fine. You brush it off every time he flakes on you. But deep down you're bothered, deep down you're hurting. While you're pretending to be fine because he flakes on you, at the back of your mind you're still hoping that he reschedules. You're still hoping he makes another plans for another day. A man who wants you, a man who loves you, will prioritize you. You're going to be a priority. You're not going to come last on his scale of preference. The next point is you never bring up what you truly want because you don't want to seem demanding. There are a lot of you women who don't want to ask men for anything. You don't demand respect. You don't demand gifts. You don't demand dates. You don't demand anything from this guy, even though you're very unhappy in this relationship. You are scared to demand certain things from this man. Meanwhile, he has no hesitation taking anything he wants from you. This guy takes anything he wants from you as if he deserves it, as if it is his birthright. You, on the other hand, you're scared of asking for the bare minimum from him because you don't want to come off as too much. At the same time, you're overthinking. At the same time, you're questioning yourself, lowering your standards, settling for less, destroying your self-esteem just because you don't want to come across as too much or too demanding. You don't want a man to call you a gold digger, even though this man is basically taking whatever he wants from you. Stop being used. The last but not the least sign that you're low maintenance, you don't know your worth, you don't know your value, is tolerating disrespect from men continuously. The first sign of disrespect from a guy is enough proof that you need that this guy doesn't like you like that. Take it for what it truly is. A lot of us women want to stay until we break before it sinks in that this man does not want us. This guy has been hurting you from the very first moment you guys started dating. You are there tolerating disrespect, accepting cheating, lowering your standards and settling for less for a man who doesn't even value you, just because you don't want to be single, just because you're desperate, just because you want to say you have a man. He's beating you up, he's cheating, he's telling lies, he's not faithful, he publicly humiliates you, he embarrasses you in front of people, he makes you feel small, insecure, and he brings you down. But at the same time, you're still there. You're still there giving him your body. You're still there loving him. Ladies, if any of the points I've mentioned in this video describes you, make sure you work on it. You deserve more, you deserve better, you deserve love, you deserve a man who's going to treat you the way you deserve. There are men out there who will worship this ground you walk on. Stop settling for men who don't even deserve you. Stop settling for low value men who don't want you to know your worth, because do not know your worth is an advantage to them to use you. It's an advantage for them to play you. They want to take advantage of the fact that you don't know your worth, you don't know your value, you're low maintenance. They will take advantage of it. If this video describes you, start working on it now. We've come to the end of this amazing video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you love this video. I hope you learned so much from this video. The things I used to tolerate before from people, I will never tolerate these things today. I am a whole different person. I will never be that woman. I will never be the girl who has to be silent for the bare minimum. I will never be the girl who puts other people's interests above mine. I will start putting myself first. This is what I want you guys to do. Start putting yourself first. In every situation, put yourself first. So besties, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Drop your experiences. I'm dying to see them. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.